Uh, my secret, I think, for going to heaven, or at least surviving, if you want to survive for eternity, is to be a part of the Dead Poets Society. It used to be called the Dead Poets Society, or the Dead Doctors Club. These are people that just tell you everything for free. So I could turn you into a very good guitarist in 4 days. The internet will never make. Anyway, what I'm saying, Andy Anderson and stuff, he gives it all away. You know what I mean? He'll tell you all his secrets. Well, maybe, you know what I mean? He's Canadian, he's a Mountie. He's blatantly a Canadian Mountie, hey? But anyway, I like to get into this mentality of giving all my secrets away. And then you could have like a generation of hippies with your secrets and stuff, and that'd be way cooler than keeping all your secrets to yourself, coveting them away. Anyway, so what we have here is an outdated Fender Stratocaster bridge. It's the retro 50s model. So it's the Amy Winehouse guitar. We've got great taste, myself and Amy Winehouse. Amy loved me and I loved Amy. Like, we had the best taste. So anyway, this is one of my secrets. Two of my secret sounds that everybody keeps asking me about. Don't buy one of those, first of all. I'm only joking, but yeah, no, don't. Yeah, no, don't do that. Actually, that's a newbie mistake that Billy Corgan and people and everyone kind of. But Billy did it, and everyone's like Billy, and everybody does it. You buy a Stratocaster, sounds leak, 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 and then they put a Seymour Duncan in the bridge. Yeah, it's a little 79, I think it was. It worked out now in the end, but to saddle this pony, I'm going to tell you the secret. I always thought it looked like a horsey. You know, Yngwie Malmsteen like that, might like that. You know, like the headstock. It's like a horsey, like especially when you're rocking it. You know, Yngwie. The trick to using any Fender, in my opinion, any Fender guitar, is preamps and big juicy compressors. It'll sound crap without preamps. Preamps are things that make it go loud. And it's like, why do you want it to be loud when you got this thing that makes it go loud? You want loudness in different places to make this expensive thing work. Yes. Anyway, let's get on to my secret tip. My secret tip. And it's only for people that have one of these crappy bridges, because, to be honest, I don't play anything else but this guitar, so I don't even know about other bridges. But every guitar is different. Put the screwdriver set away. See the maybe I'll need a pointer. Pardon me. It's very professional fucking. I can't believe I don't have a pointer. Oh, here's a little thing. Yeah, this will work. Yes, this is exactly what this does work. Ripping tendons out of your enemies. These don't work on dreadlocks. I tried. So, this is a pointer. Yeah, you see these? These twisty things. Yes, these twisty things. You're going to adjust these on this retro saddle to make the elevation of the thing. So you want it kind of curvy to match the curve of the neck. Kind of curvy, you know? Kind of curvy. See, it's kind of curvy. Kind of curvy. You want it kind of curvy. But my little trick to making this guitar. See, this thing, strats are built into a thing at the back. And it kind of sings. It has this weird spring tension thing. So most guitars are blocked and locked Epiphones and lots of other guitars. This is kind of like the back of a Strat. It has a spring tension and block thing. So it kind of sings. This is like, why is a Stratocaster so expensive when a lot of the noise is probably going to be absorbed into the guitar itself to make it sing. Might be some weird sound cancellation, but anyway, they sound nice. We're not going to talk about this design of sound cancellation, but they sound nice, so you need preamps. Turn them up. But anyway, if you have one of these, or what I'm saying is Fender gives a job. You see these little twisty, crappy things with no top or bottom on them. See, this one's a bit too far down. You kind of want them to look about flush. You know, something flush. You kind of want them to look even and flushed first of all, kind of obviously, so this one's a bit far down, but it's a slunky for the luxury. What's most important though, what I found about these, I call these little Bambi legs. And what's happening is they're just sitting on, oh my god, it's hard to do it with you guys. They're just sitting on a flat plate of a chrome or whatever, steel chrome. And they're just sitting on that, resting at like Bambi legs on ice. And when I, sorry, not you, but you don't have this kind of crap, deal with this. There's a light gone. I had the light source. Really see what's going on there. This one's going on a bit. You see those little Bambi legs, those screws. So when I'm screwing these in, I get them square as possible. And it really sings true. When they're not square, it sounds like dental. So what I'm saying is if you have one of these, that's how you deal with that. You really want the Bambi legs to be square on the circle flat. Or you could build a better guitar. I know this is a 50s reissue, okay, so they're not supposed to be, but you could build, I was thinking like an absorption strip, rubber absorption strip, but then you have to screw down into it. Or just a metallic basin, some sort of cup hold at the bottom to graciously receive and ground that, because when they're not grounded, it sounds really crappy Fender, really worse than Fender. But when it's actually grounded, the 2 screws per string, like flat, it really sings. It's a really big difference. So yeah, that's why I sound so good. You know, how many am I joking? I'm putting these all over my guitar to increase the value. Yeah, they're Irish tax receipts for tobacco. They cost about €15. I was like, fuck that, man, I'm keeping that. You know what I mean? That cost me about €15. That fucking sticker. Right, it's increasing the value of my guitar. Yeah. But anyway, yep, that's the trick. That's if you have to deal with one of these retro synchronized tremolo systems, keep them kind of flush. I can do more over here. I suppose I'll give it a little tiny bit more. I think we've already done this one though. On a saddle distance, these screws here. So you're supposed to be like 3 here and 3 here usually. It's only the density of the string that's meant to be the distance of the differential on these 3. So it's only supposed to be 3 here and 3 here because these is the distance of the density. So there's not much distance there, and there's a bit more distance there. I actually just keep it a bit smooth. You know, it's kind of supposed to be only the differential of the thickness of the string, and when you tune these in and out, measure it by playing harmonics. I did that as well, but sometimes it does work and sometimes it doesn't work. But just make sure you can play a harmonic on 12, 9, and 7, maybe 5 around there. But you ought to be able to hit a harmonic on like 7, 9, and 12. Obviously 12. But when you can hit harmonics on 7 and 9, it's usually when 7 and 9 is when you have these distances here properly. So you're supposed to go like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just because these 3 are coiled and these 3 aren't coiled. So there's supposed to be a differential of density to space or some sort. You know, there's nothing's ever right, you know what I mean? Everything works actually, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about the perfect way, maybe not perfect, but like, you know, everything works. It's weird the way everything works. People put massive differentials on these 3 to do these 3. Like slant here, like insane distance. Yeah, still plug it in, it'll play, you know what I mean? People thought I covered these over. I think they're like what's it called? Fucking laces. They got lace magnets, so instead of having like dots and magnets, they're covered in a magnetic lace. That's a lace. It's not very flat and compressed. If I didn't have enough compressed. So anyway, that's my trick on you. He knows I'm a very lonely person. I just keep talking once I start going on how to fix Bambi legs on a retro tremolo. It looks pretty good, isn't it? Going up and going over it. I'm confident about the matter. Mick Thompson. Once you got the headstock set up and you got the, you know, everything else set up. What are you talking about? Mick Thompson? Mick Thompson is the greatest one, isn't he? Mick Thompson, Yngwie Malmsteen, and Mick Thompson. I'm fairly certain. Yep. Yeah, peace out. This is Pink Punk Pope. Pink Punk